Hey everyone, today we are chatting with Lisa Mary Cook, someone who's all about staying healthy and happy. I am Ann Favara and I am really looking forward to hearing more about Lisa's journey and how she's helping people feel better. Thanks for joining us, Lisa. It's great to have you here.
Thank you, Ian. Thank you for having me. I appreciate that.
Thank you. First of all, Lisa, please introduce yourself for my viewers.
Okay. Say that again. I'm sorry.
Please introduce yourself for my viewers.
Okay. I am Lisa Marie Cook. I am a health and wellness advocate, and I've been married 42 years. And I have future hopes of opening an animal rescue farm here on our property. But health and wellness got me started on my online presence. So I guess that's what we're going to talk about, right?
Okay, wonderful. My first question is on your screen. What got you interested in wellnesses and CBD?
What got me interested is being sick for a number of years. I was very, very sick. I was on so much medication. I was in constant pain. And somebody introduced me to CBD, and it took a number of months, but with consistency, it finally worked for me. I am off 12 of those medications now, and I'm actually healthier and happier than I've ever been. So that just gave me inspiration to tell more people about these products. They're amazing. So
Okay, wonderful. My next question is on your screen. How did you start your journey in wellnesses?
uh, being sick and being introduced to that product, and after some time with that product and realizing what it could do for me, I knew that I had to share that with everybody that I encountered. People don't realize they have choices over pharmaceuticals. Pharmaceuticals, I think, are there are pharmaceuticals that help save lives. However, there are many pharmaceuticals that create more problems because of the side effects. If you're masking, it's just like a band-aid, I think. In a lot of cases, it just covers up the symptoms so it does not get to the core, to the root of that problem. CBD goes, if taken sublingually, it goes right to the cellular level. Okay. Pharmaceuticals, when you are taking any kind of pill form, you are, it's, first of all, it's going through all of your organs. It gets filtered through all of your organs. It gets filtered through all of your organs. So therefore it causes more and more internal issues while covering up the actual cause. So when I discovered CBD, I just knew that, it got me off of 12 medications. That is huge. That is huge. So it was imperative for me to share that with as many people as I possibly could.
Wonderful. My next question is on your screen. Can you share a bit about your background before becoming a wellness leader?
Well, while continuing with my career, I was a special education teacher at the time, and I was having difficult time, in the classroom because of my illness. I would have to take many, many breaks. And once I got on the CBD oil continuously, my life just began to change for the positive, and it made me more inspired to have natural alternatives. And when my son was getting ready to graduate high school, then I decided to change careers. I didn't feel the need to be at school every day anymore because he was graduating. Although I loved teaching, my husband was in need of an office manager at that time. And that job brought us out of town. So we were hardly ever home. But my son was graduated. I didn't feel the need to be at home. So I became an office manager for him for like the next 20 years. And I recently retired. So now my hopes and dreams are set on opening a rescue farm here for, animals in need, animals that get treated badly or are no longer wanted. That's I open my home for such animals like that. Keeps me in touch with nature too. Animals are wonderful creatures and they don't have choices. Not like humans do. They don't have choices. So I want to be their voice as well.
Okay, wonderful. My next question is on your screen. What made you get transitions from an office manager to a wellness advocate?
Well, this is the same thing. Getting to the realization that I was better off working for profit and not wages. And it's really kind of a shame that it took me my whole entire life to realize that. Working for a job, you are creating the future for your employer, not yourself. They keep you in a box, you know what I mean, to where you can't get outside that box unless you go off on your own and start your own ventures. So definitely that transition was not difficult. That was not difficult. It's like, this is time. It's time to start building for what I want and how I could give back to others. People don't make that such an easy thing to do when you have good intentions, because people think the worst of others automatically, because of their own experiences. Do you know what I mean? So I wanted to show people that they do have choices, that they don't have to work for a paycheck their whole entire life and be limited, you know, stepping outside of my comfort zone and trying to open a rescue farm and being the voice of holistic wellness. I run into many, many obstacles because of other people and their opinions. Don't ever base your life on other people's opinions, because that alone puts a limit on what we can do. So trust yourself and just go for it. Just go for it. What's the worst can happen? You fall on your face and you go get another job. No big deal, right? You got to
Okay,
be brave. You got to be brave.
okay, wonderful. My next question is on your screen. Who are some people who have inspired you along the way?
I got to tell you, doing these interviews with you kids has inspired me a great deal. I've been watching you guys and following you, and you guys are doing amazing things with this technology. You kids have the world in your fingertips. You have the world right there. And growing up with technology like you have gives you a huge advantage in this world. So I just admire what Rehan has done with his school, what he is doing for you kids, and what you kids are doing for others. You guys are amazing. Absolutely amazing. I love that. But the 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 person that has inspired me the most is my mentor, and he's Robert Hollis. I have worked directly with this man. He's amazing for almost 5 years now, and he is so inspiring. He lives by his values. I mean, his core values. He follows the word of God, although he is not a religious man, but he does everything for the right reasons. And I can only hope and pray to be exactly like him someday. So he inspires me to no end. And he has a YouTube channel, and we have a community on YouTube where you can get one-on-one mentoring with this man. He is amazing. He teaches. He's a leading example. He's just in it. I don't know. I can't say enough about him. He's just an amazing individual. And some of the challenges that he has given me to do in the hopes of changing my life for the better, absolutely have. He's inspired me to do audio books on my YouTube channel. He has best-selling books on Amazon, and I have taken one of those books and I created an audio for people that couldn't afford to buy his book. I have the audio, which I did myself, on my YouTube channel. So I get to share some of his wisdom with the world, which means the world to me. So he's definitely my inspiration.
Okay, my next question is how did you learn about CBD and its benefits?
Well, I had a friend. I have a friend. He was in the war for. He was over in Afghanistan during those times, and he was a helicopter pilot, and he got shot down, and he got hurt severely. He had ended up with. He didn't die, but he did end up with nerve damage from the top of his head all the way to the bottom of his right foot. His whole entire right side had nerve damage. Find it very difficult to live everyday life. He had PTSD, and he brought the CBD to my attention because he had been using it after his accident. He got sent home um, because he was hurt. He could no longer combat, you know, and that virtually saved his life. It gave him a normal um, life opposed to struggling with horrible pain and nerve electrodes just nailing him all day long. The CBD worked for him. And he said, Lisa, he knew of my struggles with my health. He said, Lisa, you have to try this. You have to try this. So I trusted him and I did. But it didn't work for me right away. Because you know what? I did not get that condition in that condition overnight. That happened over time. So how could I expect anything to fix me overnight? I couldn't expect that. So I had to stick with it. And it took several months. But being persistent and being consistent and continue taking it every day, it eventually did work for me. I was a believer right then. I was a believer. So, yeah. So, a friend introduced me to it about 8 years ago. Yeah.
Okay, wonderful. My next question is on your screen. Can you explain in a simple terms what is CBD, HMP, is and how it work?
Okay. If you get CBD from the industrial hemp, it is non psychoactive. You get all the medicinal benefits without the psychoactive. So that's a win win right there. I don't believe God would put that plant on the earth without having a reason for it. And that reason was to benefit us. Now, the fight between that and big pharmaceuticals, it, pharmaceuticals have many, many fillers in them because it's all about the almighty dollar with big pharma. They are interested in making um, return customers. The medicines keep people on them so their symptoms don't come back, but it does not fix the problem. So therefore, it creates many side effects. CBD does not create side effects unless you take way too much of it. You might end up with diarrhea. I think that is the worst possible thing that could happen to you. But what happens when you do take it sublingually, it will go right to the cellular level. As I was saying before, what pharmaceuticals do, it gets filtered through every single organ. The CBD does not do that. Okay. And so it goes right to the cellular level. Think of it, we have an endocannabinoid system in our body. We all do. And so do animals, mammals. They have the same kind of endocannabinoid system that humans do. Okay. So think of it like it has all these sensors on it, which regulate your entire body, your entire system. Because of free radicals that we endure every single day, like pollution, smoking, drinking, everything that we put into our bodies creates a where these sensors will kind of go to sleep, and they do not do what they're supposed to do. The CBD, when they go right to those sensors, it's like waking them up. Okay. So you want to do it slowly at first. You don't want to, it's like being frozen for 40 years and boom, all of a sudden you're awake. What kind of stress and what would that do to an actual human body? The stress of it could be detrimental. But when you use the CBD, it wakes those sensors up slowly. So pretty soon they're standing at attention again, and these sensors control every aspect to your human body, how it heals, how you take new nutrition in. It plays a part in everything like that. So a pill, like medicines, once you take that, and by the time it filters through all of your organs, it's you are losing about 2/3 of the medication that you are supposed to get to cover up those issues. You are losing. So that's like throwing money down the sink. You might as well just take the pills and cut them into a quarter little piece and throw the rest away, because that's all your body is absorbing. The rest gets filtered through our organs, which cause detrimental effects. Does that make sense? Not really.
Okay, wonderful. My next question is what are some challenges you faced when starting your own business?
The biggest challenges have faced and still am facing is knowing how to use all the tools that we have access to now, like artificial intelligence is one. Wonderful, wonderful resources, but knowing the right way to use the tools that we have access to has been and continues to be a huge deterrent for me, but I'm learning. And you kids are helping me in that area. Um, Many of you are teaching me little tips and tricks to make it an easier transition for me to go into the technology world, because I did not grow up with that. So that's not a norm for me. So that does not come easy to me at all. But I'm learning.
Okay, wonderful. My next question is what are some challenges you faced when starting your sorry, yeah,
Yeah, that's okay. You're fine.
okay. I this cancel.
That's
I have
okay.
question. I invite you in my home and Pakistan and my school. Okay, when you come to Pakistan.
I would love to do that someday. Absolutely. I've had many invites. So thank you. I appreciate that. And I hold that invitation open to you as well. You ever want to come to the United States and come stay on my rescue farm? That would be amazing.
Thank you.
Mhm.
Okay, my question is, how did you overcome these challenges?
Well, I haven't overcome them completely yet, but a little bit every day. Keep my mind open to learning new things. And yes, it can be very frustrating at times, because it's like I'm staring at this screen with CapCut, trying to edit my videos and repurpose them and all these things that we can do now. And it can be overwhelming to somebody of my era, because we did not grow up with that. But I am learning every single day, and just keep your mind open to learning new things. Be vulnerable, be humble. Let it be known I don't know everything. I just am here learning right along with all y'all. So
Okay, wonderful. My next question is, what motivated you to become an entrepreneur in the wellness industry?
well, that realization of we are much better off working towards something that is not a paycheck but profit can be limitless, and knowing that I can do that myself. I do not have to work to build somebody else's future. I can work to build my own and my dreams, not somebody else's.
Okay, wonderful. My next question is, what do you enjoy most about coaching others?
What do I say that one more time?
What do you enjoy most about coaching others?
I didn't get that last word. Can you put it up on the screen?
Other.
Order? Order? I'm sorry,
Other.
I don't understand. I'm so sorry.
See?
No, I see other. I'm so sorry, Ian. See, I'm not perfect. um, okay, I don't live my life by the opinion of others. Is that okay? I People stop their journeys and they don't follow through with their dreams because other people's opinions of them stop them because they care what other people think, and you cannot care what other people think because we are each on our own individual journey, and we are all at different points of that journey. So you got to leave out the outside noises and follow your dreams, your heart, your opinion. That's all that matters. I hope that answered your question.
Lisa, thank you very much for talking with us today. Your story and advice are really helpful and inspiring. We appreciate your time and wish you all the best in your effort to help others. Take care.
Yes, thank you, Ayan. I appreciate you very, very much. And I look forward to being friends with you and continuing our friendship. So thank you very much.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye bye.